Hi, Uncle Thor here. I was listening to some old songs tonight that bring us to the Lagu Rune, but I was listening to some 1972. Um, Raspberries, go all the way. Holly's Long Cool Woman in a Black Dress. Climax, Precious and Few, some of these old songs. And of course, Horse with No Name by America. I always liked America. It's one of my favorite groups. And there's a line in A Horse with No Name that's really great. And it says, "The ocean is a desert with its life underground and the perfect disguise above." And that is a really good description of the Lagu Rune, or at least part of it. The idea that on the surface, what you see and what's subsurface are really two different things. Because the ocean can be a desert. You hear of people who get becalmed out on the ocean, sailors in old times, and they're dying out there. You can't drink the water because it's salty. It'll kill you in an instant, and you're just stuck. It's like being stuck in the desert. If you can go fishing, all power to you, but that's very difficult in the dire circumstances. And yet you go under the surface, and there's all this life there. There's coral, all sorts of sea life, all sorts of plants. I had taken a year of oceanography when I was in college. I thought it was fascinating. And of course, it goes beyond just marine biology. But in the marine biology, to see the life that's under there, and more recent documentaries to see the life that's so down deep there, that life is so tenacious, and yet it lives unseen, hidden. And doesn't this often talk about our own emotional, unconscious regions, our intuitive selves, which live below the surface, and we don't often see? Because in this world, we're very intellectually driven, and we don't often take full account of our feelings, our intuitions, that sort of spirit thing going on there. It's an interesting thing to think of, because to us, that undersea world, or that below surface part of ourselves, is difficult, is deceptive. It's very hard, very nebulous, much like being under the sea. Great time of uncertainty. I'm reminded if you've ever done tarot cards, there's a card called the Moon. And the Moon, like water, a time of darkness, uncertainty. Things aren't clear, they're murky, they're undefined. They're moving, but you don't know where and when. So these are parts of the Lagu Rune, because Lagu can be that deceptive part. And it's up to us to learn to perceive in another way to understand what's down there, what's deeper within ourselves. Because the power, call it psychic power, magical power, call it what you will, comes from that part of ourselves. Pure energy, think of it. Pure power just waiting to be launched. And so our intellect has to learn to perceive it and direct it. As we say in any kind of spellcasting, the idea is to contact, control, and direct the energy. And that energy is down there in that realm of ourselves that is our personal Lagu. So the ocean is indeed a desert with its life underground. And the only way we can penetrate that desert is to work at it. Learn to develop our intuition, to learn to perceive our subjective realm in an objective way. Lagu offers an opening to many mysteries, but don't get caught down there. Don't get caught in the currents and tides. Always keep a clear head. Always keep your intellect there to guide you. You'll find that Lagu is a very fascinating rune. And it has, like all runes, its good and bad aspects. But if you approach it slowly, calmly, give yourself time to adjust, you'll find it's a source of tremendous power, tremendous insight, and just tremendous ability for yourself to be able to use that part of yourself to direct it for your benefit. So I'm going to end this at this time. Take your time. Remember with the runes, don't force, you'll just push them away. Ease into them, and you'll draw them to them. The door to spiritual insight and the door to the runes opens inward and will not be forced. This is Uncle Thor. Have a good one.